score. Finding McCraven, pass a little high for him. McCraven at a reset, puts it up off the glass, good.
Down to Hallie Crockett, her second baseball pass up the floor to Abby Richmond. Right-handed layup for two.
Still backing and backing, gets stalled again, and picks up 2 points. So 2-point takedown.
The puck tries to reverse along the boards, taken away by Parker. In front, another goal! Parker tees up Brody Schultz.
Little right-handed dribble, goes to Reichel, deep three-pointer on the way! That's good.
Up the floor, Severson over to Bevins, all alone, steps up, shoots the three, and it's good.
Alston Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
And a pleasant good Thursday afternoon from the Shield Center here. It's the EDC Girls Basketball Tournament on yourliveevent.com as we got all 4 games slated for you today, tomorrow, and alongside all 6 from the Shield Center for the EDC Girls and Boys Basketball Tournament. I'm Chase Miller alongside Reggie Funk, and a reminder, the broadcast of this tournament game has been authorized by special arrangement with the Board of Directors of the North Dakota High School Activities Association. On tap today, it's West Fargo Horace and Shanley in game number 1. The Hawks, the number 8 seed, first year as a varsity program, looking to get to a state qualifying game. Well, for the Fargo Shanley Deacons, they're the number 5 seed, winners of 5 of 6 games down the stretch here, losing to West Fargo Cheyenne against the Mustangs back on Tuesday to be in this consolation semifinal. Also in a loser-out game later today, it's the Fargo North Bruins against the Wahpeton Huskies. That game gets underway at 3:45. You have Fargo Davies and West Fargo Cheyenne at 5:30. Then at 7:15, it's Grand Forks Red River against the West Fargo Packers in the other semifinal. So 4 games, the first 2 the consolation semis, the next 2 are the semifinal round bracket. Take a look at what happened last season in the EDC Girls Basketball Tournament. Davies beat Red River in the championship. Wahpeton topped West Fargo in a state qualifier, and Cheyenne beat Fargo Shanley in a state qualifier as well. When we come back, we'll get a coach's look inside with Steve Jacobson of Fargo Shanley and Kyle Cummings of the West Fargo Horace Hawks. Take a look at our player profiles, starting lineups, and more. That's all still ahead from the Shield Center. It's game 1 of 4 between the Hawks and the Deacons. Our pregame show continues after this on yourliveevent.com.
Hi, I'm Doug Johnson, one of the owners here at TCI Insurance. We've been in business since 1985. We're based here in West Fargo and in Wimbledon, North Dakota. We work really hard to give our customers peace of mind and protect what's important to you. Check us out in our West Fargo location, right on the frontage road, across from Costco.
Hi, I'm Stacy. We love working with our crop insurance clients.
I'm Jessie. We have great options for crop hail insurance.
Hi, I'm Stephanie. Check out our website at tciteam.com.
Hi, I'm Molly. We bundle your home and auto.
Hi, I'm Garrett. Let's visit about an umbrella policy.
Hi, I'm Eric. Check out TCI for life and health insurance.
Hello, I'm Leon. We can take care of all your farm insurance.
Hi, I'm Bo. Think of TCI for all your commercial and business insurance.
We look forward to working with you.
For 20 years, 702 Communications has been connecting people and businesses to the world through internet, telephone, and TV. And as your needs have changed, so has 702. Our dedication to our community and customers runs deep. So when you call, we listen. And you can trust that we'll never stop working to bring the latest technology to our friends and neighbors. Thank you for 20 years in business. The best is yet to come.
As we continue on our pregame show here from the Shield Center today, EDC Girls Basketball Tournament resumes game number 1 of 4 here on yourliveevent.com between the Horace Hawks and the Fargo Shanley Deacons. Joining us now, West Fargo Horace head coach, that is Kyle Cummings. And Kyle, first and foremost, first year of varsity program, to get to this day, to have an opportunity, a win, and you play in a state qualifier is going to be pretty exciting for this team, whether you have 20 wins or 0 wins, just to see the growth and a lot of younger faces going up against juniors and seniors where they got a couple more years to mature here, Kyle. So what's been been your number one for this program at a varsity level?
So for number one right now, it is definitely process versus the product. Like you said, winning 20 games, losing 20 games, whatever it is, we have been doing a really good job of just showing up every day, taking advantage of our practice time, taking advantage of our warm-ups, just looking at every opportunity as a chance to go out and get better. And, you know, for us, the most exciting thing is, like you said, we have one junior on the roster, and we're young, and the exciting thing is hopefully this is just kind of our floor right now. This is just the basement. This is where, you know, we are trying to get to as many firsts as we can this year, where if we can win a game in the EDC tournament, that would be awesome. But just to be here, just to say this is where we were our first year, this is just kind of a stepping stone for us, and hoping that we can move on next year and get even deeper and take it another step, if you will.
Going up against Fargo Shanley third time around, what is a challenge against the Deacons that you'll see here later today?
You know, Steve does a really good job of mixing up his defenses, where he has, you know, one timeout we might drop a set for a man defense, they come out in a zone, and vice versa, where you never really know what they're going to start in, what they're going to end in. They like to throw a lot of different things at you, where, you know, we just can't have any of those scoring droughts because of can't be a defense that we've never seen before, where we just have to trust that we've gotten ready and practiced, and that we're ready to see any of those defenses that he has ready to throw at us.
And then going into this game, I know a lot of people have talked about Lincoln, rightfully so, as a 7th grader, and obviously Jaden Hale has kind of been a double-double machine for you guys at particular times. But is there someone else, or is it, okay, let's rely on those two and see who kind of comes along once you get to this time of the season where it's, you know, winning you advance and losing you go home here, Kyle?
You know, right now at this point in the year, we're going to play the 5 best players that we think are playing best for that game. And if that happens to be Jaden and Lakin, if they have to play 36 minutes for us, they will play 36 minutes for us. If we can't take them off the floor, we can't take them off the floor. But we've done a lot better job of having some girls step up lately. I mentioned to you earlier, Jordan Christopherson, Megan Jelmstead are 2 players for us where they've just been solid. And Jordan is one person where if we can get her the ball in space, she can make some things happen. And defensively, Megan Jelmstead, she is one that she might not go out and guard the best player every night, but she is one that she will always be in help side. She doesn't make mistakes defensively, but she also helps our offense flow with more continuity when she's out there.
Hey, Kyle, thanks so much for your time, and best of luck here against Fargo Shanley.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Now, again, head coach of the West Fargo Horace Hawks, Kyle Cummings, will continue on our pregame show after this. So, thank you so much,
yes,
Kyle.
Absolutely. Thank you.
This is Chris from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. Many factors impact your ability to increase profits on the farm. Make sure your planter is an asset and not a liability. Some limiting factors in making the perfect planter pass are row maintenance, meter calibration, and downforce management. It will not cost you anything to have the conversation about identifying those limiting factors. Call RDK Enterprises 701-636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
Buying a new home, but worried about the interest rate and terms from your bank? At First Class Mortgage, we'll find a mortgage that fits your needs. Shopping national banks and other lenders for the lowest rate and most affordable terms, saving you time and money. So all you need to worry about is enjoying your new home. First Class Mortgage, our expertise, your peace of mind. Put an expert to work for you. Call today.
In Hope, North Dakota, we aren't just a town, we're a community, one that you can be proud of, where you and your family can grow. With available jobs, affordable housing, a local golf course and pool, the Sportsman Club, and great educational opportunities, there hasn't been a better time to join the Hope community, ideally located between Fargo, Grand Forks, and Jamestown. For more information, go to www.hopend.com. Live, work, and play in Hope, North Dakota.
As we continue on our pregame show here today from the Shields Center, it's the Fargo Shanley Deacons and the West Fargo Horace Hawks. Joining us now from Fargo Shanley, that's Steve Jacobson. And Steve, anytime you play in that 4-5 matchup, you know it's going to be a good game with 2 competitive teams with West Fargo Cheyenne. As now you get ready for West Fargo Horace, but what have you seen from your team down the stretch? I mean, you took Davies right to the wire at McCormick Gymnasium. I know it's not the result you wanted from Cheyenne to be in this result here for the EDC tournament, but what have you seen from your team in the last couple weeks?
You know, we've been getting better every day. I mean, we still show our young kids, you know, and that's something we're just going to have to learn and play with the rest of this season. Hopefully it's another 5 games. but their mindset is to play hard and to win. I don't have the arguments that you normally get at this time of year with teams and players, who's going to do this, who's going to do that. So I've been happy. My goal is to play 36 minutes of a game that we haven't done all year.
And you're going up against Fargo Horace. A lot of people are going to take a look at Jaden Hale, obviously, with her numbers and kind of being the elder statesman on a team that's building, throughout the year. But what's going to be a challenge against Horace that you've seen from 2 games earlier this season here, Steve?
Well, we gotta control Hale inside. I mean, she's decent. I mean, she's a strong young lady that's hurt us the last couple of games. Then we got to just play a good man or zone defense to get out on their shooters. You got the 7th grade Donnelly who can shoot the lights out if you let her, and a couple others. And the couple times we played them, we've been able to stop that. So today's the day we really got to stop it. And hopefully we just get out to a quick start and have them falter a little bit.
What have you seen from your team from November to where you are now? I know talking with you at the end of last season, there was going to be some changes. There was going to be some players coming back that played varsity, and there was going to be some role changes along the way. But how have you seen this team continue to mature and, finish as a top 5 team in the EDC this year in the regular season, Steve?
We're a very young team. And my goal this year was to build confidence in all of them. I mean, I've got a 7th grader that's now playing half the game for me. And as long as we continue to build and accept our roles, we're going to be a good team.
Steve, as always, thanks so much for your time and best of luck here today.
Thank you. It's good to see you.
That again, Steve Jacobson, head coach of the Fargo Shanley Deacons, will continue on our pregame show after this.
Bank of North Dakota wants you to be confident when it's time to make student loan decisions. Visit bnd.nd.gov/confident to calculate the maximum amount of student loan debt that is recommended based on your career choice. You can also learn how to apply for financial aid and get tips to cut education expenses. Visit bnd.nd.gov/confident today.
The City of Hillsborough encourages customers to use electricity wisely through its Bright Energy Solutions rebate program. These rebates help customers save energy and money, improve their comfort, and protect the environment. You can get rebates on Energy Star appliances and lighting, as well as high-efficiency heat pumps and air conditioners. They even have rebates for home electric vehicle chargers. Business customers can receive rebates too. Call the City of Hillsborough for more information or visit brightenergysolutions.com.
You live life on the move. While you determine what direction that may be, we're here to help along the way. So go. Go with values. Go with friends. Go with support. Go with convenience.
As we continue on our final segment here of our pregame between the Fargo Shanley Deacons and the West Fargo on yourliveevent.com. Chase Miller, Trevor Olson courtside, the Fargo South girls basketball head coach. And you also have Reggie Funk running the camera with us here today inside the Shield Center. Trevor, when you take a look at this matchup between Fargo Shanley and West Fargo Horace, the storyline is first year as a varsity program, 1 game away from being in a state qualifying game. Fargo Shanley, a very storied program that a lot of people know about over the years in the last decade plus here in Class A girls basketball in North Dakota. But for the 2022-23 version of Shanley, who or what kind of stands out first from a Deacon point of view?
Oh, absolutely. Well, this game as a whole, we really think as a conference, this is almost a story of things to come. These are 2 young teams this year, young and very talented teams. You look at Fargo Shanley's size, especially Mezgu Hakim on the inside, and also the guard running the show, Maggie Shorma. They run as those 2 run. It's a very sound, collected team. Some of those girls have experience, but there's a lot more younger kids giving minutes than Fargo Shanley may be used to.
And then on the opposite side here for West Fargo Horace, there's 2 of them that really stands out. Jaden Hale's kind of I know people are going to say elder statesman as a sophomore, but again, there's no seniors on the stinking team. It's only juniors and then under. But Hale's averaging a double-double. There's a 7th grader, Lankin Donnelly, she's obviously lighting it up from beyond the arc. So they have pieces, too, for Horace. Shanley won the first 2 meetings, but Horace, this is a things to come, and this is another experience level. Not to say that they're going to come in here and say, okay, Shanley, you've been here, you've done that, you're going to get one step closer. They're going to fight, but what stands out from a Horace point of view?
Well, I think just in general, this is going to be a phenomenal game. You had a 7-point contest the first time, 10-point contest just a week ago. This is just going to be a great game to start our day of everything. You said it, Jaden Hale on the inside is unbelievable, and the fact that she's a sophomore is terrifying to see where she continues to take her game over the next couple years. And just about every guard that comes in for Horace has the ability to just light it up from outside, put the ball down and finish at the rim. Just a really fun team with a lot of potential, to say at least.
And that's the one thing. I think you said potential, right? Potential's the one thing I think here where I don't want to say that it's all or nothing, but Horace is kind of playing with some house money, I think, today here, Trevor.
Exactly. They have everything set up for them to make a run here the next couple of days, but how will they handle the bright lights now, first time playing in the Shack?
We'll find out a little bit more coming up. We'll get to our player profile also from there here today on yourliveevent.com. We'll get to our story lineups and alongside the opening tip. It's the West Fargo Horace Hawks, the number 8 seed at 8-15 on the season, going up against the number 5 seed of the Fargo Shanley Deacons at 14-9 on the year. Fargo Shanley head coached by Steve Jacobson. Kyle Cummings, the head coach here for the West Fargo Horace Hawks. After this game gets done, Fargo North and Wahpeton scheduled for 3:45. At 5:30, it's Fargo Davies and West Fargo Cheyenne in semifinal number 1, and semifinal number 2 will feature the Grand Forks Red River Rough Riders and alongside the West Fargo Packers. Get ready for the 10 best days of summer at the Red River Valley Fair going on July 7th through the 16th. Grandstand entertainment from Dan and Shane, Shinedown, Jelly Roll, Leonard Skinner, and Flo Rider. Get your tickets online at redrivervalleyfair.com. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, starting lineups and the opening tip from the Shack is next.
Your home for big-time racing is Red River Valley Speedway in West Fargo, and the 2023 season will be their biggest yet. 6 classes of weekly racing each Friday night beginning May 5th, plus World of All Out late models on June 28th, World of All Out sprint cars on August 26th, plus the Sanders Stock Car Challenge, 2-night Howie Schill NRA late model special, Big Iron Race, and much more on the schedule. Log on to RedRiverValleySpeedway.com for more information. Your home for big-time racing is Red River Valley Speedway in West Fargo.
St. John Paul II Catholic Schools is a community inspiring excellence through faith, learning, and service. They have provided a faith-based learning environment for over 100 years in the Fargo-Moorhead area. At JP2 Catholic Schools, they form community leaders as they begin their journey of excellence, beginning with 3-year-old little deacons all the way through 12th grade deacons. The tradition of excellence continues at JP2 Catholic Schools. It is the Deacon Way. Good luck to all athletes from JP2 Catholic Schools.
The Benedictine Living Community in Ada is currently hiring for the following positions: Director of Nursing, full-time exempt position; CNA, full and part-time, need not be certified to apply, will train you; Resident Assistant, full-time assisted living position; an RN LPN charge nurse, full-time days and overnights. For more information, log on to blcada.org/jobs or call 218-784-5500. Consider a career with the Benedictine Living Community in Ada.
The Fargo South Bruin Booster Club is a proud supporter of all Fargo South activities. They're grateful for the current corporate sponsors, Gate City Bank, Craftwell, Midco, and First International Bank, for their continued support. The mission of the Bruin Booster Club is to support students' ability to participate in all kinds of South High activities, while promoting school spirit, encouraging parent and community support for the Bruins. There's still time to become a member. Check them out on Facebook or search the Fargo South homepage for more information.
If you love Bison football like I do, you're going to love this. The Bison credit card from First Western. People ask me all the time, how did you get that? Easy. I'm a fan.
Introducing the Bison credit card, featuring cashback rewards and no annual fee. Only available at First Western to all credit-approved Bison fans.
First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us.
The City of Hillsborough encourages customers to use electricity wisely through its Bright Energy Solutions rebate program. These rebates help customers save energy and money, improve their comfort, and protect the environment. You can get rebates on Energy Star appliances and lighting, as well as high-efficiency heat pumps and air conditioners. They even have rebates for home electric vehicle chargers. Business customers can receive rebates too. Call the City of Hillsborough for more information or visit brightenergysolutions.com.
Go Promo is a brand-boosting, swag-selling, creative promo agency.
We provide the highest quality screen printing, embroidery, and promotional products to organizations that want to build and strengthen their brand. Go Promo also provides custom pop-up stores to manage orders, payments, sizing, and more online. With locations in West Fargo, Bismarck, and Hope, we have you covered. Go to justgopromo.com or follow us on social media. That's justgopromo.com. Consider it branded.
Here is Ben Potter for the starting lineups. Our public address announcer here inside the Shield Center.
Hawks at a guard, a 5'6" sophomore, number 5, Megan Jomstad. Deacons at a guard, a 5'9" senior, number 14, Shayna Roach. Hawks at a guard, a 5'6" ninth grader, number 11, Lilia Donnelly. Deacons at a forward, a 6'1" junior, number 20, Mesaku Hakim. Hawks at a forward, a 6'2" sophomore, number 32, Jaden Hale. Deacons at a guard, a 6'1" junior, number 32, Maggie Shorma. Hawks at a forward, a 5'10" eighth grader, number 44, Jordan Christofferson. Head coach for the Deacons is Steve Jacobson. He's assisted by Clayton Dilly, Brock Ellingson, Beth Maher, and Liz Salmon. For the Hawks, head coach is Kyle Cummings. He's assisted by Preston Kath, Brent Hintz, and Caitlin Hansen.
Ben Potter again, our public address announcer here. Chase Miller, Trevor Olson alongside Reggie Funk and you for this basketball game 1 of 4. Let's take a look at our officials as we just got through the starting lineups here. Our 3-man crew on this day to start things off here for game number 1 between the Hawks and the Deacons. We'll get Michael Line, Adam Grant, and Jeff McCracken. Love the last name here for an official with McCracken. Trevor, final thing from a coaching point of view once you get to the postseason here, what are some keys? What are the coaches' cliches but are ever so true once you get to the shack and, you know, in this type of situation where it's win and go home and you can find your way to play on Saturday, or you're going to be watching it with us here on your live event come Saturday morning?
Yeah, it's all about who's going to play their game the best, who's going to be under control, committed to everything that their team's trying to do. It's always fun this time of year because every possession matters just that much more.
Opening tip is won by the team clad in black here today in the Fargo Shanley Deacons. The Horace Hawks will come up man pressure defense. Little 1-4 set by Akim, looking on the interior here for Shanley to Shorma. Shorma gets it back out to Akim. In Class A basketball, 30-second shot clocks with 18-minute halves here in Class A. Driving with the rock there is Aubrey Dew, right-hand side to Roach. Roach looking for a teammate. Shorma, deep 3. That's going to be short as they had to earn the shot clock. And really good job by Horace not allowing Shanley to get inside the paint that opening possession.
Absolutely forcing the tough shot. That's the shack difference. You feel like you're on your high school three-point line, but it's just that extra foot back. So.
And for the Horace Hawks right now, they will come out right in front of us with the rock. Right-hand side is Jordan Christofferson as they will get cut off. Christofferson gets the ball back. She goes right down Main Street. Right-handed layup. Can't get it to go. And a backside rebound by Roney. Nora in the front court using up the right-handed dribble. Getting hounded there by Nanelli. This one goes left-hand side to Aubrey Dew. Dew with the basketball, and then we're going to have a foul right off the bat, and Jordan Christofferson will pick up her first and the team's first. And something Kyle Cummings said before we talked to him and was able to have a one-on-one conversation, just saying, who are some players that, you know, have obviously played well for the Hawks this season? He said, well, Megan Jelstad was one, but Jordan Christofferson was another. But the problem with Jordan at times, she picks up some fouls, and that's one as a coach that you don't like to see 59 seconds into the game here, Trevor.
Exactly. 8th grader just on a big stage. She's a heck of a talent, heck of a kid. It's just getting those nerves out of the way here early on in this playoff game.
Aubrey Dew shows you why she's a 72% free throw shooter. She buries both on the United Savings Credit Union scoreboard. The Fargo Shanley Deacons of the team drawing first blood. Denelli left-hand side with it. Left of the key now for Horace. It's going to be Jelmstead. Up and over on the passes. They're fronting, but able to miss that one was Jaden Hale. Hale regains possession, but she's tied up for her. But really good offensive set there as no one was behind Hale. She had an easy layup, but I think, Trevor, she thought someone was coming and lost it on her way up.
Just rushed it. It's always got to finish each possession, catch the pass first.
As now we'll handle it in the front court. Left-hand side with the basketball. Right wing with it now for West Fargo Horace, as it'll be Denelli. That one's going to be short. Did it draw iron? Right now the shot clock goes off, so it did not draw iron. That'll be a shot clock violation. Wasn't sure if it might have grazed the iron ever so briefly, but it will be Fargo Shanley basketball.
Horace picking up full court.
As Fargo Shanley here will handle it with Hakim. Hakim finds a teammate here cutting. That's going to be Indu. Right-hand side kick out. Right wing three-pointer on the way. That was halfway down. No Hakim. Putback. Can't get it to go after the shot by Shayna Roach. But Hakim will go to the free throw line. She's an 83% free throw shooter. Christofferson will pick up her second, team second. And for Kyle Cummings, will have to go to the bench really quickly here.
Just like we just talked about.
So Hakim to the free throw line to shoot one of two. And there's another one, and one thing that Fargo Shanley can do is get to the charity stripe, and this has been, whether it's been a Coach Jacobson and Steve or what we're seeing here from prior years to that, Fargo Shanley has always been known in girls basketball as a really good rebounding team here, Trevor.
Absolutely. That has to be one thing they train from just a young age the whole way through.
Top of the key here for Fargo Shanley. They'll leave it right-hand side as this one's going to be for the Horace Hawks. Right wing, three-pointer, Lincoln, triple on the way. Splashes it in. Donnelly with the triple here for the Horace Hawks. Right-hand side with it, taking a power dribble. Stop, pop, and that one will be off the mark. No good there by Shorma. Rebound, though, by Maggie. Not going to stop the shooter. Might as well go follow your own shot. Roach to Shorma inside Hakim. Hakim's going to spin on the inside, and we'll have a traveling violation. Jaden Hale thought the shot was going up, so she was boxing out Hakim and realized the 100-degree 80 angle later. Hakim's got the rock.
That was a great box out. Give her credit for that.
As with it now in the front court for the West Fargo Horace. This one will be between the strings to Denelli. Up and over on the pass to Hale on the inside. This time shots and be off, and a rebound to Roney. Nora with her second so far, pushing in transition. Aubrey Dew at the left wing. Fargo Shanley averaging 54 points per contest, while defensively giving up 53. High shot is going to be off the mark here by Shanna Roach. Denelli gets the rebound, pushes it in transition. The Hawks here to her older sister, that is the freshman. Freshman and a seventh grader here for the Hawks. You also have some sophomores mixed in the mix. Left-hand side will be Denelli, again, the 5'6" freshman. With it at the top of the key, Jelmstead, right wing, back to Denelli. Denelli on the baseline here, shots and be off the mark. Rebound goes to Mezuku Hakim, her second. Roney with the basketball, 14:40 left to play here in this first half. Jumper on the way, Shorma off the iron, rebound coming down to the Hawks. Nice pass across the way. Finishing with it is going to be Lilia Denelli. What'd you like about that transition for the Hawks there, Trevor?
Just cool, calm, pushing tempo the whole time. Found the open kid. That's why you push ball against any team you can.
Top of the key now for Fargo Shanley with Nora Roney. Left of the elbow. Shorma's going to drive. Double team comes. Kick out. That'll be to Aubrey Dew, and a traveling violation here on Fargo Shanley. As the Fargo Shanley Deacons and the West Fargo Horace Hawks here, game number 1 of 4 on YourLiveEvent.com. A reminder, we'll have all weekend, barring Mother Nature and snow, here on YourLiveEvent.com. Wraparound pass goes to Hale. Good defense there, 32 on 32. Shorma gets the steal. Second turnover by the Hawks. Shorma averaging 10.6 rebounds per contest. Leading the floor, though, is Mezuku Hakim with just under 12 points per game here for Fargo Shanley. Left wing is McNeely inside Shorma. Shorma lost, and there's a turnover. The Hawks are up by 1, and they want to add to it. Here goes the 7th grader, Lankin, but then it's a turnover the other way. maybe some nerves early on here. Trevor playing on a college-sized court as well, and also, hey, you got out of school early as you get ready for this contest.
Especially having a weather day yesterday. Everybody's got a little bit of just shake off right now.
Shorma, top of the key. Triple, can't get it to go. Rebound will come down to the Hawks on the way to Jaden Hale. That's her first. She can average a double-double a lot on this season, and she's averaging 15 and 14 a game. Lakin, triple, no. Rebound underneath here for Fargo Shanley's Bryn McNeely.
Both sides right now seem to be getting all the shots they want. It's all good shots. Just getting those nerves out of the way.
Just a matter of who can see that one go through the cylinder first. Fargo Shanley, all their points so far from the free throw line, so defensively the Hawks are doing well. And while there's going to be a block shot on the attempt by McNeely, rebound comes down to Madison Messer. Behind the back is Lankin. Look at that dribble prowess. Left-hand side, Messer. Messer trying to split a double team. It's stolen away by Roney. Nor at the right wing, free throw line extended, pounces a pass on the interior here. Block shot, really good defense by Keely Sunday, going straight up, getting the block, Trevor, but on top of that, able to find a way to continue to play really good defense here for Horace.
Oh, exactly. Shanley on this end has gone to his own last couple possessions. That's kind of shooken Horace up a little bit, so we'll see how they adjust here.
One thing that Steve Jacobson's going to do, he's not afraid to switch defenses. He'll go man-to-man, he'll go zone, he'll go trap, and, well, they get a steal. With it the other way, left-hand side is Roney. Roney saves it before it goes out of play, and a turnover for a turnover, as now it's with the Hawks. Sunday in the backcourt. This one goes left-hand side now to Gelsted. On the interior, ball's going to go out of play, and it's going to stay with the Horace Hawks. Jelmstead, the 5'6" sophomore, averaging 6 points and 4 rebounds, slated to inbound it for the Horace Hawks. Looking for it on the inside. Good defense by Bryn to get her hand on that basketball. Stolen away then by Fargo Shanley and Riley Sievert. How is Sievert only a 7th grader with that size, by the way? A Shorma off the front iron, a jump ball. I mean, I take a look down, and it says 6 feet here on the way for Sievert. Just doesn't seem fair or right, Trevor, in the EDC.
Yeah, you can say that again. And it may say 6 feet, but I'm telling you it feels more like 6'1" or 6'2". As a 7th grader.
On the left, right-hand side is Shorma. Shorma inside to Hakim. Hakim from the right block can count it. Not enough of a foul to disrupt Hakim. The foul is going to come on Danelli. That's going to be her first, team's third, and the end one opportunity. That's the first field goal here for the Deacons as we're nearly 7 minutes into this contest. Hakim so far with 4 points to lead the floor, now make it 5. 7-5 Fargo Shanley on a United Savings Credit Union scoreboard. Right-hand side triple on the way off the front iron, no good by Sundee. Ball goes out of play, and it's going to stay with West Fargo Horace.
A really confident shot there from Sunday. That's a good look.
This is this old adage, right, of a certain game of how long can you stay in it if you're West Fargo Horace. You had a monster of a team on earlier in the week on Tuesday to have to go up against in Fargo Davies, as that was well in hand early, but right now it's been a nice job by Coach Kyle Cummings and the Hawks defensively here against Fargo Shanley.
I think they're doing a really good job on both ends, getting the shots they want and playing the defense you want. You know, when you're going against Shanley, the one thing you don't want them to feel is comfortable on offense, and they're doing a really good job of pressuring and forcing them into a couple different looks right now. So
Horace Sunday here at the top of the key almost lost the basketball. Jumper on the way, tickles a twine for Lakin. That's her 5th, made 3 of the tournament, and we got a timeout on the floor. We'll break as well. 10:58 left to play in the first half. It's the West Fargo Horace Hawks up by 1.
Your home for big-time racing is Red River Valley Speedway in West Fargo, and the 2023 season will be their biggest yet. 6 classes of weekly racing each Friday night beginning May 5th, plus World of All Late Models on June 28th, World of All Sprint Cars on August 26th, plus the Sanders Stock Car Challenge, 2-night Howie Schill NLRA Late Model Special, Big Iron Race, and much more on the schedule. Log on to RedRiverValleySpeedway.com for more information. Your home for big-time racing is Red River Valley Speedway in West Fargo.
On a United Savings Credit Union scoreboard with 2 locations in Fargo, 1 in Dilworth and 1 in Detroit Lakes, Minnesota. Learn more at UnitedSavingsCU.org. Chase Miller, Trevor Olson with you courtside alongside Reggie Funk for a quadruple. 4 games for us here. So far, Shanley shooting just 1 of 11 from the floor, while West Fargo Horace is 3 of 10, but 2 of those made field goals are from
Horace
Lakin.
has 4 kids on the court.
From beyond the arc. Yeah, good check there by Trevor. And That's a really good. So we're going to have 4 kids on the floor here, and that's something you don't see every day. At times we see 6 because you're making a substitution.
Yeah.
And that's going to be a technical foul here for Horace, and you spotted it right away here, Trevor.
Well, I'm looking. They were getting in there 2-2-1. I'm like, they're missing one of the 2s. Got to find her.
So that's going to be a technical foul, something we don't see every day. And also for those scoring at home, mark this down if it ends up being a 3-4 point game late in this one. What does happen for Fargo Shanley, as they'll get the free throw opportunities, and then they'll get the ball back on the possession as well. So Hakim now buries one on the first one. And the second one upcoming. Trevor, have you seen that often? I think I normally see 6 more than I see 4, and that's understandable. I mean, you're not doing it on purpose. Obviously, you're making a break. You're subbing a person in or out, but just someone thought that they maybe weren't, in the game, so to speak.
Exactly. In my head, I'm like, wait, what happens if I just throw a kid in here? I'm pretty sure it's a technical, but I've never seen that myself.
So Shanley will have a turnover. But at the end of the day, it's still going to be 2 points award to Shanley there on the possession.
One thing that doesn't get enough credit for Fargo Shanley, Mezku Hakim, everybody knows what she can do under the basket, but she led the conference in free throw percentage this year, I believe. So that's one kid you don't want to foul, and that's why they're continuing to have success early on, is they're getting early calls down the
5 for 5 from the free throw line to your point, Trevor. Shot's going to be off the mark. Rebound comes down to Fargo Shanley here as the Deacons with Nora Roney will handle the basketball. Up top to McNeely. McNeely with it at the top. The key skips it left-hand side to Roach. Interior goes to Kim. Double team comes as they're able to swing it around the horn, as that's going to end up with Sievert. Sievert takes the ball screen, little pick and roll action. Sievert stop, pop, partially blocked on the way up. Good defense, but the Deacons will stay with it with 7 seconds on the shot clock. Open left wing, Roach, 3 off the back tab. No rebound, toss up 4-1 here by Bartonek. And Noel then lost it, and then we'll have a traveling violation here for Fargo Shanley. Kind of a hot potato, if you will.
Quite the series right there.
As so far in this contest, we have 6 turnovers for Fargo Shanley and 6 so far for West Fargo Horace. Deacons led by Hakim with 7 points, 2 rebounds, while West Fargo Horace led by the 6 of Lincoln. The 2 made threes with 2 rebounds and an assist as well, as we are ready to slate it back into the contest. Kind of like the weather outside. You're not sure what you're going to get when it gets to the EDC tournament side.
But you know it's going to be interesting, that's for sure.
Stockmo into the game now for Fargo Shanley as they go to a zone defense. Nora Roney gets the steal, and the Deacons will push the ball up the floor as they do. Right-hand side, Sievert, interior to Seeley. Stockmo up and can't get it to go. Rebound, and then we'll have a foul. Seeley will pick up the foul. That'll be her first, and that's the Deacons just first in the contest. West Fargo Horace so far has 4. So we have a substitution as Jelmstead will check back into the contest for the Hawks. But if you're Kyle Cummings, you got to like the first, 9 minutes of this game, only trailing it by 1 considering how many free throws Shanley has had so far at the free throw line here, Trevor.
And one of your starters stuck on the bench since the opening 2 minutes.
With it, left of the key. Left-hand side now will be Denelli, right wing with the basketball here. Getting the rock back is going to be Hale. Left-hand side, Lankin wants another 3, and she's buried another one. Lankin with her 3rd three-pointer of the contest. She's hit 4 threes a handful of times in a game this season, and she's working on a season high in the first half, and they almost get the steal. Horace, the Hawks out in those white uniforms here, just their first year of a varsity program, and Fargo Shanley, they're kind of the story program, the one that you want to model after right now. The Deacons are getting all they can get in the opening 9 minutes. Jumper off the mark here by Roach. Rebound, though, by Stockmo, and a fresh 30 for the Deacons as they'll take a 3 on the way. Nichols the twine for McNeely.
That's a big shot from Shanley.
McNeely, that's going to be her 8th three-pointer here of the season. First one of the tournament. Deacons will stay in this little 1-2-2 zone, looking to trap out of it. Lankin wants another one. Shot's going to be off the front iron, no. Rebound coming down to the Deacons. Oh, if that puppy would have went in, the pans behind us would have erupted for Horace. Right-hand side, Sievert. Sievert takes a ball screen, now is able to spin on the inside. Nice looking move. Tries to finish with the right-hand scoop off the mark, and it will stay Fargo Shanley basketball.
7th grader, by the way.
Again, 7 feet. She's averaging on the season 5 points, 2 rebounds here for Fargo Shanley. Deacons slated to inbound the rock with Roach. Right-hand side to Sievert. Sievert, teardropper on the paint for 2. So Sievert gets in the scoring column. Deacons are up by 3. Right now, the one thing Fargo Shanley has to realize, where's Lankin? She's got 3 of the 4 field goals for the Hawks. Liliana, left-hand side three-pointer here for Horace. No good by Sunday. Rebound on the interior. Kick out right-hand side to Danelli. Lankin, baseline jumper, no. Noraroni's going to get her 3rd. Other side here for Shanley, McNeely. McNeely with a little shake and bake. Hesitation off the window for 2. Timeout on the floor with Kyle Cummings will break as well. Deacons finding themselves in a little bit of a rhythm, up by 5 here on our United Savings Credit Union scoreboard.
Paul II Catholic Schools is a community inspiring excellence through faith, learning, and service. They have provided a faith-based learning environment for over 100 years in the Fargo-Moorhead area. At JP2 Catholic Schools, they form community leaders as they begin their journey of excellence, beginning with 3-year-old little deacons all the way through 12th grade deacons. The tradition of excellence continues at JP2 Catholic Schools. It is the Deacon Way. Good luck to all athletes from JP2 Catholic Schools.
Still to come here on YourLiveEvent.com. Today it's the Fargo North Spartans against the Wahpeton Huskies. That's slated for 3:45, and another loser-out game in the semifinals here this afternoon into the early evening. Fargo Davies and West Fargo Cheyenne at 5:30, and then at 7:15 it's Red River against the West Fargo Horace Hawks. We'll have all the games today, tomorrow, and on Saturday here on YourLiveEvent.com, your home for the EDC tournament. Left-hand side, Jordan Christofferson, driving kick action now to Jelmstead. Jelmstead will leave it right-hand side to Danelli. Right wing on the baseline now to Hale. Hale skips it left-hand side as they're looking around the horn to Lankin. On the interior, this will be Jordan Christofferson, and we'll have a foul. And Christofferson, a 68% free throw shooter, will shoot 2. What do we see that time in the zone after the timeout by Kyle Cummings to at least get a post touch and get to the free throw line?
Well, you can see Shanley adjusted their coverage. They're trying to fan out more to those corners or sit those couple shots, which is going to extend the zone and leave it more open for Christofferson and Hale to go to work on the inside. So great ball movement from Horace in general.
As right now for the Fargo Shanley Deacons, they'll handle the basketball after these free throw opportunities, and both free throw opportunities are good. So for Christofferson, goes 2 of 2 from the line. I'll gladly take it, and Fargo Shanley now handles it left-hand side to Noraroni. Man pressure defense continues by the Hawks as we've seen throughout the season. Hakim on the inside double team. Sievert, right baseline triple. Off the left of the rim, no. Shorma put back, can't get it to go. And a board here for Jaden Hale, excuse me. Lankin in the front court. Right-hand side gives it to the elder sister, Danelli. Now to Hale. 16-footer rises off the mark. Fargo Shanley to Sievert in the front court now. Sievert, see if she can give it to Kim at the top of the key. She wants to show her range. Shot's going to be off and a board here to Jaden. Lankin in the front court, left-hand side. Back to the left wing here on the baseline as they give it on the interior. That is to Jordan Christofferson. Lankin, her block shot gets blocked there by Sievert. Good defense again by the Deacons.
Great movement from Horace, but great finish of possession by Shanley.
So Deacons right now, the question is, can they work with it? 16-11, then it went to 16-13 after the timeout with those 2 free throws. Triple was halfway down, rattling out, and Hakim able to save it. Left-hand side now to Do. That's to Roney, then we'll have a foul here on Fargo Shanley. Deacon foul on the way. This will be on Nora. That'll be her first and the team's 3rd.
Interesting to see Christofferson come back in as early as she did, but she's done well to not foul so far back in.
Sabri Du will check back into the contest. Take a look at some of the stat lines so far for both of these teams. Fargo Shanley right now shooting 4 of 22 from the floor, while Horace is 4 of 17. Fargo Shanley will work with the basketball now with Shorma in the front court. Maggie Shorma top of the key. Looks to take a ball screen, does on the baseline here. Shorma right of the key. Sievert open, the knuckler 3-0. Rebound underneath was going to be an opportunity with Hale on a play, and it's going to stay with Fargo Shanley. Deacons will bring in Shayna Roach, as checking out will be Riley Sievert. Both teams with 1 timeout taken. Deacons with 3 fouls, while Horace currently has 4. Dew with the basketball here right of the key. Dew looking on the interior to Hakim. Hakim spins, kick out left-hand side with it is Roach. Roach gets cut off left short corner. Good defense by Horace with the lanes right now, and they're able to get another steal. Jordan Christofferson gives it to Lankin. Lankin trying to finish with a right-handed scoop finger roll layup, unable to do so. Now it's Shanley in transition the other way. Stop, pop, 12-footer. That can't rattle in for Bryn McNeely. And it's going to be a board to Horace.
This is the tempo you want if you're Horace, that's for sure.
Lankin on the baseline, and Lankin's playing like she is free and cares. She's averaging 11 points on the season per game. She's got 11 here in the opening 14 minutes. 3 for the answer for Aubrey Dew. That's the Deacons' just second three-pointer here of the first half. Lankin around the horn, left-hand side now to Jelmstead, as that pass is going to get intercepted here from Shanley and Shayna Roach. Roach in the front court, right wing to Shorma, looking back for Roach as they swing it around the horn. Lankin trying to get a steal. Instead, it's going to be to Nora Roney. Roney gets cut off by Lankin. Ball gets skipped right wing. Interior here to Hakim. Back to the right baseline to Aubrey Dew. Dew inside of Hakim. Hakim looks to spin on the baseline, partially blocked by Hale. And boot scooting and boogie, and here comes Lankin Donnelly. Donnelly, right-hand side, 3. Shot's going to be off the mark. No, Hale will handle it on the interior. Donnelly will get another opportunity at this one. Shot, no. Rebound, now it's Lankin. Got it! Lankin with her 4th three-pointer. She's got 14 points in the contest, and the Hawks are back within 1.
Second chance points are huge this time of year.
And right now, a player that is in rhythm and will have a reaching foul. Maggie Shorma is going to pick up the foul. That'll be her first and the team's 4th here. And we'll have a couple of substitutions checking in as well. But I tell you what, there's no doubt who we might be talking with if this continues here for the Horace Hawks in terms of how she's playing, just a 7th grader.
And you forget that all the time. She holds herself like an upperclassman, but she's just in her first year of high school.
Donnelly with the basketball, Lankin right-hand side out of Sunday. Sunday's going to skip it, left wing with it. It's going to be Liliana around the horn. Back to Lankin here on the baseline. Lankin on the interior. That'll go Christofferson. Spin. Shot's going to be off the mark. Rebound to Aubrey Dew. Dew now with 5 points and a rebound. Fargo Shanley does lead it by 1. Last couple minutes we saw a run from the Deacons. A run now from the Hawks. And Fargo Shanley answer before we get to the half. It's going to be Bryn McNeely. McNeely goes on the baseline here. Ball goes on the right short corner, taking a couple hard dribbles. Shorma off the window and count it. Maggie Shorma with the and one opportunity.
It's a great take from Maggie.
Shorma able to get to the free throw line, and that's something, if Maggie gets going, there's always that thing here, Trevor, that we talk about. If insert player goes, insert team goes, and if Hakim and Shorma go, Fargo Shanley's really going to go.
Oh, absolutely. And there's not many girls in the conference that can stop Meziku from what she does, but Steve has said it, Coach Jacobson has said it himself. Their X factor most of this year has been Maggie Shorma. So.
Only good news for Fargo Shanley is that they have 5 players with 1 foul, so they're starting to pick up, but at least they're spread a little bit. Well, for the Hawks, Jordan Christofferson has 2 of the 5 fouls here for West Fargo Horace so far. Then the other 2 coming with Danelli here as well for Horace.
Different zone look from Shanley here.
All 2-3. We've seen the 1-2-2. We've seen man pressure defense. Lankin working with it on the interior. And that ball's going to get thrown out of bounds, and a turnover here for West Fargo Horace.
That's what Shanley does so well. They have so many different defenses they can throw at teams. What are we just about at the end of the first half? They've already been through 4 different of their defenses, so they got more to come.
That's the one thing with Steve Jacobson. Again, a guy that's been around for quite some time. This Fargo Shanley program, take a look back, they've always just had zone. They played man. They can do a lot of different things. Stockmo might have been partially blocked. The rebound comes down to Lankin. Donnelly wants to run in transition. Donnelly goes behind the back. Stop, pop, and almost dropped. Rebound here on the way for Aubrey Dew.
Zone from Horace last possession, too. Both teams changing up the end half.
Shorma, right-hand side hit Kim, baseline 14-footer, tickles a twine. Mezukuda Kim can show you she can do it from the outside as well. She's got 9 points to lead the floor for Shanley, and then we'll have a body foul after going into a host of trees was Kaylee Sunday, a 73% free throw shooter, gonna go to the free throw line to shoot 2.
It's a big second foul on Hakeem.
It's large without question right now, as all of a sudden if you're Coach Steve Jacobson, where do you go here? And more than likely coming out, Sievert will check in. 23-19 is your score right now. Fargo Shanley leads it by 4 with 1:29 left to play in this first half on a United Savings Credit Union scoreboard. Free throw opportunity. This one is up and good as well here for the West Fargo Horace Hawks.
Horace back to zone to finish half, it looks like.
So Sunday goes 2 for 2 from the free throw line. They're chanting defense behind us. Right-hand side, Shorma, right wing triple. Can't get it to go. Sievert trying to tip it out to herself, but instead will tip it out of bounds, and it's going to be awarded to the Horace Hawks. For Horace, with it, it's going to be Lankin. Donnelly now back into the back to Sunday. I'll see if they're going to run Lankin. You can almost use her as a decoy sometimes when the player starts playing that well.
Exactly. Here she comes back to the corner.
Well, they're trying to seal her off to the baseline. Fargo Shanley was ready for it with Shorma. Interior spinning, shooting is Hale, following her own shot. Up back and good. Jaden Hale with the end one.
That's just will.
2 points and 2 rebounds here for Hale. Shanley right-hand side to Dew. Dew with the basketball on the baseline here, opening up on the interior. Stockmo, and there's a traveling violation.
Big 2 possessions there from Horace to finish this half.
So the Hawks are back within a bucket now, and all of a sudden you kind of look up and you can say they have a chance to take the lead. Horace is averaging 61 per game while defensively giving up 68. Hawks, Hale, left-hand side with it is Sunday. Back to the baseline, Lankin triple. Can't get it to go. Rebound here, good job by Shorma taking that away on the backside. Shorma with the basketball, right wing to Dew. Dew with it, looking inside for Stockmo. Stockmo on the right block off the window, and there's a foul. Jaden Hale is going to be the guilty party here. She'll pick up her first, and that'll be 2 shots upcoming here to Stockmo. Sealy, a 71% free throw shooter. Free throw opportunity number 1 is good. Second one on the way, but where would Shanley be without the free throw line right now is the question, Trevor.
Unreal. How many is it of 24?
And free throw opportunity number 2 rattles in. So you got 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 here for Shanley. Lankin. Donnelly gets to the paint. Shot no. Rebound Stockmo. Stockmo looks up at the clock. Tries to get a shot up before the buzzer. Can't. And that's how we'll end our first half of play on United Savings Credit Union scoreboard. It's 25-22 Shanley here on your liveevent.com.
We aren't meant to be still. And while you determine the direction you'll go, we're just here to help you along the way. So go. Go with experience. Go with teamwork. Go with neighbors. Go with integrity.
Hi, this is Steve Dalen from Piper's Auction and Realty. We have an excellent auction featuring 425 acres of great cropland located in Cass County, North Dakota. The Nelson Family Cropland Auction will take place at the Governor's Inn, Castleton, North Dakota, starting at 3 p.m. on March 14th. This will be a live and online auction. High-quality cropland near Arthur, North Dakota rarely hits the open market. Don't miss this sale. For questions, call me, Steve Dalen, at 701-893-8517.
Thunder Seed has over 4 generations of experience in the field. Through innovation, technology, and hard work, we put farmers first by providing high-quality products. We pride ourselves on developing quality soybean, corn, wheat, and corn silage seed for dealers and growers across our region. We are invested in being your partner throughout the full cycle of your harvest. Thunder Seed, first in the field, family-owned and farmers first.
As we get to our halftime show, brought to you in part by our friends at First Class Mortgage here. First Class Mortgage, more than just their company name, it's the way they do business. Whether you're buying a new home or refinancing your existing mortgage, for more information, go online to firstclasscorp.com. That's firstclasscorp.com. Chase Miller alongside with Trevor Olson and Reggie Funk. Here our three-man weave on this EDC basketball tournament. Let's take a look at the first half numbers so far between the Deacons and the Hawks. For Fargo, Shanley shooting 7 of 30 from the floor, 2 of 13 from the free throw line, and currently 9 of 10 here from the free throw line, 2 of 13 from 3. For Horace, 7 of 28 shooting from the floor, 4 of 12 from beyond the arc. Lankin's got all of the threes, and then from top of that, they are currently with 23 rebounds. So rebounds are the same, turnovers are the same at 10 as well. Individual numbers, though, Mezekua Kim with 9 points, 3 rebounds. Bryn McNeely with 5 and 4. Aubrey Dew with 5 points, 2 boards. 2 points on the way by Shorma and Stockmo and Sievert here for Fargo Shanley. While for the West Fargo Horace Hawks, they're currently led by Donnelly Lankin with 14 points, 4 threes. But then after that, it's 2 points for Hale, Sunday, Christofferson, and Donnelly as well here for West Fargo Horace. Trevor Olson kind of stands out here. Take a look at the first half numbers, or who or what figuratively kind of stands up from both the team and individual side.
So a couple things. You look at our score right now, and you just think this is a Shanley style of score. So if you just look at the score and you haven't watched the half at all, you think Fargo Shanley's feeling really good about life right now. But to start this game, it was the tempo Horace wanted to, and to finish the half, it was the tempo Horace wanted to, which is why they got back into this being a one-possession game. If Horace is able to sustain that quicker tempo, continue to make Shanley get up and down and rush shots on offense, it's going to be a very interesting score down the road. But if Shanley can get back into their rhythm, control tempo, it's going to go Shanley's way this half. Steve right now, I'm sure, is going nuts for Shanley, trying to figure out how can we find and keep an eye on this little Donnelly kid, and how do we stop her, because if you cut her points in half right now, this is a really tough look for everything. Shanley's scoring where they want it. Everybody's making shots. Everybody's making plays. Everybody's doing what they want. Horace, everybody's getting shots. And the scary part, if I'm in Coach Jacobson's shoes right now, is that all these shots from Horace are great looks, but when are they going to start falling? And if they start falling, what are we going to do to change things up?
Well, and for Donnelly right now, she already has matched her season high with 4 threes, and she's just done that in a half. Her season high is 23 against Wahpeton. She currently has 14. So we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll get Trevor Olson's keys to the second half here and what changes as well on our First Class Mortgage halftime show here on YourLiveEvent.com.
Hi, I'm Doug Johnson, one of the owners here at TCI Insurance. We've been in business since 1985. We're based here in West Fargo and in Wimbledon, North Dakota. We work really hard to give our customers peace of mind and protect what's important to you. Check us out in our West Fargo location, right on the frontage road, across from Costco.
Hi, I'm Stacy. We love working with our crop insurance clients.
I'm Jessie. We have great options for crop hail insurance.
Hi, I'm Stephanie. Check out our website at tciteam.com.
Hi, I'm Molly. We bundle your home and auto.
Hi, I'm Garrett. Let's visit about an umbrella policy.
Hi, I'm Eric. Check out TCI for life and health insurance.
Hello, I'm Leon. We can take care of all your farm insurance.
Hi, I'm Bo. Think of TCI for all your commercial and business insurance.
We look forward to working with you.
Let's get real. Get ready for a place that's big enough to grow and small enough to care. The University of Minnesota Crookston offers more than 35 majors, minors, and certificates. Earn a University of Minnesota degree, where you can make a difference in a close-knit community. Faculty become friends and friends feel like family. You don't need a big city, just big dreams. The University of Minnesota Crookston. Real, hands-on, and will get you ready for anything.
If you love Bison football like I do, you're gonna love this. The Bison credit card from First Western. People ask me all the time, how did you get that? Easy, I'm a fan.
Introducing the Bison credit card, featuring cashback rewards and no annual fee. Only available at First Western to all credit-approved Bison fans.
First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us.
For 20 years, 702 Communications has been connecting people and businesses to the world through internet, telephone, and TV. And as your needs have changed, so has 702. Our dedication to our community and customers runs deep. So when you call, we listen. And you can trust that we'll never stop working to bring the latest technology to our friends and neighbors. Thank you for 20 years in business. The best is yet to come.
At the half out west here on our First Class Mortgage halftime show, it's the Bismarck Century Patriots 31, the Dickinson Midgets 11, and we'll keep you apprised of what's going on out there. It's quarterfinal semis and a state qualifier in the WDA Championship in Bismarck. Here it's girls today, boys tomorrow, state qualifiers, EDC Championships on Saturday. Chase Miller, Trevor Olson, Reggie Funk. But Trevor, what is your adjustment here in the second half? I'll ask you, what's a big adjustment for both teams? We'll start with West Fargo Horace. What is the adjustment that Coach Kyle Cummings and the Hawks need to make here to close out the game and in their first year varsity program get one game away for making the state tournament?
So I think three things. First off, controlling tempo how you want to play it. They want to get up and down. They want to force teams into looks they're not comfortable with. Two, we're getting everybody involved. Now everybody else start making some shots, and then it's going to be hard for Shanley. And three, finishing every possession, not letting Shanley get any more second or third chance points.
So from that point of view from Shanley, it's obviously been free throw line or bust, especially early on where they were held without a field goal for about 6.5 minutes of play. They made the most of it, though, at the line. Is that what's going to take to win the second half, or what needs to change? Obviously, finding Lincoln is the big key, but what's going to change here in the second half?
Yeah, finding shooters for them on defense, playing basketball the way they want to play, long possessions, controlled possessions, slow tempo, not giving up easy transition looks to Horace. It's going to be a battle of who controls tempo this half.
That, again, is our First Class Mortgage halftime show. It's more than just their company name. It's the way they do business. Go to firstclasscorp.com. We'll take a quick break. Second half action is next from the Shack.
This is Chris from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. Many factors impact your ability to increase profits on the farm. Make sure your planter is an asset and not a liability. Some limiting factors in making the perfect planter pass are row maintenance, meter calibration, and downforce management. It will not cost you anything to have the conversation about identifying those limiting factors. Call RDK Enterprises 701-636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
As we get ready for the second half of action, the Fargo Shanley Deacons clad in black, while the West Fargo Horace Hawks clad in white. It's still game number 1 of 4 here on yourliveevent.com. Take a look at past records for Horace. They got none. It's the first year of a varsity program. All for Shanley, a 9-time state champ. They've made state 33 years. And their last record was 12-11 in a gut-wrenching loss to West Fargo Cheyenne in a state qualifier. Well, they were co-champs 3 years ago during COVID in this very facility where it was Devils Lake and Shanley, and all of a sudden one of the games got done, and it was like, hey, yeah, we're done with the tournament because of COVID. So that was an awkward year a little bit there, Trevor.
I still remember playing that game and coming off the court, nope, you're done. I'm like, oh, okay.
Foul comes across here. This will be on Lincoln to start this second half, so that'll be her first, and that'll be the team's first of the second half. Interesting just to kind of see where we go from one end to the other here. Who can be that team that really makes that run, as neither team, Trevor, has been up by double digits here in this game.
Been a phenomenal game from start to finish so far. Just hoping for another story like that the second half.
Right-hand side is Shayna Roach on the baseline. Now this will go to Dew. Dew looking for a teammate, looking for the up and over pass to Hakim. Hale does a good job defending Hakim, but a better move on the inside by Meziku.
The one thing we've said all year is you cannot sit behind on Meziku, because because she just gets where she wants, gets any shots she wants. You can't let her feel comfortable.
Left-hand side is Shanley will go a little zone defense here with it. Right wing is Jelmstead. Jelmstead now to Hale. Jaden looking to back her defender down. Gives it up top. Donnelly, left wing, taking a couple hard dribbles is Christofferson. This one off the back tab, no good. Rebound, and we're going to have another foul. This is very reminiscent to what we did in the opening 60 seconds. Here's the Hawks picking up some valuable fouls on some chess pieces here as Jaden Hale will pick up her second and the team's second.
Shanley decided they want to play 4-on-4. We're not going to let little Donnelly catch and play 4-on-4 off of it.
Fargo Shanley will just see how much Lankin. Trevor, the one thing I'm curious of, how many touches does she get in the half court here to start this first half of play? It might be someone else other than her. Shorma, three-pointer, no. That shot just can't be going in today for Maggie.
And the question is, who's going to step up for Horace if they're going to play this style from Shanley and sustain it?
As Donnelly right now, Lillian will have a foul here, and she's going to add to Horace currently now with 3. That'll be the team's third as well. So here's the game within the game. It's one where do you rub screens off of her? Do you use staggered? Do you use her as a decoy? Or where do you go from here if you're Kyle Cummings and seeing how Steve Jacobson is saying, we're not going to let her shoot in the second half if we can help it?
It's the forever argument between coaches of what are we going to do when a team does that to us. Best thing to do is like Horace just did right here, get her the quick outlet and then get into our offense.
Lankin, left-hand side with it. Christofferson on the baseline, works it around the horn. Open right wing three-pointer. That one rattles out, no good by Jelmstead. Rebound comes down to Fargo Shanley. As the Deacons will handle this one now at the top of the key. As this would be to Nora Roney. Right-hand side with the basketball to Aubrey Dew. Dew looking to split a teammate, then tripped on her way up. Turnover as Whitaker with it the other way is going to be Jelmstead. And there's a block shot by Shorma. Really good take on the way, but better hustle defense here for Shorma. At the half, it was 25-22. We played 2 minutes here the second half, and Hakim's the only one to score. Lankin gets cut off. A lot of pressure around her, and rightfully so. Leaves it right-hand side. Back on the interior is Hale. Hale spins on the baseline. Good-looking move by Jaden Hale.
Great move. Great move.
The sophomore forward just able to go on the paint, able to go to the baseline and finish with those 2 points. Shorma, top of the key, inside Hakim. Hakim trying to answer from the left block. Can't. Here comes Lincoln, and a chance for the Hawks to possibly tie. Left-hand side with it is going to be Megan. Helmstead lost it on the pass. Christofferson baseline, open. Hale, feeder again as Jaden spins, and then there's going to be a reach and a turnover. Hawks fans want a foul. Nothing was granted on that one. Aubrey Dew gives it up and down the floor. Kick out right of the key. Three-pointer coming, rattles in. Shayna Roach with her second 3 of the tournament. That's her first here this afternoon.
Temple Shanley wanted there for sure. Get the stop. That's how they started the half. Get the stop on defense. Get the right shot on offense.
So 14:30 left here in the second half. Winner advances to the state qualifier on Saturday afternoon. Loser has their season come to an end. Shots will be off the mark and will stay with Horace. And give a lot of credit to Lankin right there. She had 2 black jerseys around her, but because she went to go try to get the offensive rebound, gave them another 30 seconds here, Trevor.
Exactly. And now how do they defend her out of bounds?
Christofferson gets fouled, throws one up, and she'll be going to the line. Jordan, so far, this will be free throw opportunities 3 and 4, as the foul will be on Shayna Roach, her first and the team's first. Fargo Shanley, 12-11 last year, 15-10 the year prior to that, state semifinalist, and 3 years ago again, 20-6. But this season, Shanley swept Horace, but they were close games, 60-46 on January the 13th and 67-57. So when you take a look on paper sometimes, the old adage is, well, paper doesn't always tell the truth, but it certainly doesn't lie either at times, Trevor, unless you're the one typing the lie. And so far, it's been kind of what we saw the first 2 meetings between these teams.
Exactly. When we talk about it this time of year, every year in the EDC, the hardest thing to do in basketball is beat a team 3 times. So
Nora Roney takes it now to the top to Aubrey Dew. Dew back to Hakim. Hakim with the basketball, left-hand side, Shorma. Shorma will shoot the college range 3. Got it to go. Maggie Shorma with her first 3-pointer here of the afternoon, and the Deacons with their largest lead of the game at 7.
That's big for Shanley if Shorma can get things going.
A large three here for the Deacons. Where do the Hawks go to the answer? Well, why not? Jaden Hale, she's got her second field goal here of this half alone. She's got 6. Back to a 2-possession game. You're just wondering who's going to be that team to make a 7-0 run and either for Shanley really stretch it out. Hakim shot off the mark, or can the Hawks try to take the lead? They give it to Lincoln. Donnelly in the front court. Haying shoot off the window. No. Hale trying to get the loose ball rebound. Now it's to Do. Do in the front court, right wing. It's cut off here. Finds a teammate around the horn, Shorma. Shorma already made one. She wants another one, and she's starting to head up. And Steve Jacobson has a fist pump. Shorma with back-to-back triples. And a timeout on the floor. Kyle Cummings wants to stop the break. And the Fargo Shanley Deacons up by 8 on our United Savings Credit Union scoreboard.
Buying a new home, but worried about the interest rate and terms from your bank? At First Class Mortgage, we'll find a mortgage that fits your needs. Shopping national banks and other lenders for the lowest rate and most affordable terms. Saving you time and money. So all you need to worry about is enjoying your new home. First Class Mortgage. Our expertise, your peace of mind. Put an expert to work for you. Call today.
In Hope, North Dakota, we aren't just a town, we're a community, one that you can be proud of, where you and your family can grow. With available jobs, affordable housing, a local golf course and pool, the Sportsman Club, and great educational opportunities, there hasn't been a better time to join the Hope community, ideally located between Fargo, Grand Forks, and Jamestown. For more information, go to www.hopend.com. Live, work, and play in Hope, North Dakota.
Make sure you stay tuned to our post-game show. From there, we'll get to our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game, our RDK Enterprises feature precision play, and hear from a player or coach as well. That's all coming up on our post-game show here on YourLiveEvent.com. Chase Miller, Trevor Olson, Reggie Funk with you here on a United Savings Credit Union scoreboard. It's a 8-point edge for Horace. If you're Kyle Cummings, Trevor, how do you kind of change out of the current defense that's being employed that we talked about since the second half by Coach Jacobson and the Deacons?
I think like we talked about, you have to get the ball in Lakin's hands quicker right now. You're used to her bringing the ball up, initiating things, so just trying to get the ball in her hands quicker, forcing the ball into her hands right here and letting her go make a play.
And right now for Fargo Shanley, Nora Roney can let you know what bubblegum Lincoln is chewing right now because she is not giving up any pressure. And Horace has been able to say, all right, well, we'll go inside to Hale. She's been where the bread is buttered. We've seen the post, but we haven't seen another guard so far be that difference maker. But there's a deep two, and Christopherson and Hale right now got all 8 points for the Hawks in this second half.
And that's where Horace, if you're not going to get it from your guards, you have two dynamic post players inside. You have to go to them when everything's in doubt.
Roach, top of the key, give the feed to Kim. Shot off the mark, no. Rebound to Hale, and Horace wants to get out in transition. Lankin does, right-hand side to Sunday. Sunday bounce pass across the way, inadvertently hit off the shoe of a Kim, and it'll stay now with Fargo Shanley. Up by 2 possessions. Deacons will work it around the horn. Roney to Shorma. Shorma back to Roney here, takes the ball screen, fires it on the baseline. Hakim asking for it on the interior. Fargo Shanley 14 wins on the season. Horace is 8-15. Jumper on the way. This one going to be off the front iron. No good by Roach, and a board to the Hawks.
Good possession for Shanley. You get the shot you want.
Hale, left-hand side. Sunday, baseline comes. Back to Donnelly. Lankin with it between the circles. Left wing. Ball gets skipped. Donnelly, the elder statesman, hits the net. Well, if one sister can do it, the other one can as well. Donnelly with her first 3 here for the freshman.
You were just talking a second ago how we need another guard to show up to the party if you're Horace. Well,
that helps right there. Backdoor on the cut to Shorma. Shorma on the inside with the and one answer. Christopherson picks up her 3rd, team's 4th, and Shorma now with 8 points in the half and a chance to make it 9 at the line.
This is a trend for Shanley that's continued. Just as Horace gets a little momentum, feels a little good, they just throw another dagger at him.
Lilia Donnelly able to hit that 3, but as Trevor said, you come back down and nice back cut on the way. They fed the pass to Shorma. Shots off the mark. It's a loose ball, and with it's going to be Christopherson, and now it's to Hale. But the Deacons up by 5, but the Hawks have not gone away at all. Christofferson able to get inside the paint, and the 8th grader now has 8 points in the game. Where does Shanley go with 11 minutes left to play? Buckle up in this second half. Ball screen by Shorma. Roach with it. Leaves it left-hand side as they penetrate on the interior here to Shorma. Kick out Hakim. Right wing now for the Deacons. Shot clock to single digits as they reverse it to Nora. Roney interior to Hakim. Hakim with the basketball, and there's going to be a steal. Lincoln will work with the rock. Left-hand side interior. Christofferson spins, and we're going to get a foul.
Great run there from Horace. Get the ball and just get downhill right away. Get the ball where he needs to get to.
You just feel like Horace right now is doing enough to where if they get one big three, they get a steal and score in transition, that if they could take the lead, they could really put a lot of pressure on the Deacons.
Exactly, and that's where you're nervous if you're Shanley right now. You play this style where you want to control tempo, but it always keeps the game a little close. And for a team as explosive as Horace is, that's scary to think about.
Meziku Hakim picks up the foul. That'll be her third. She's got 11 points. Joining Christofferson so far with 9 as we take a look at some of the numbers here in this second half of play. Deacon shooting 29% from the floor. The Hawks at 31%. Horace +5 on the rebounds at 32-27. And then here's a factor. Both teams with double digits in turnovers. Horace currently with 13, while Shanley has 12. I tell you what, if you're going to take Lincoln away, Horace, Christofferson, and Hale Trevor, they've really been the answer in this second half for the Hawks.
Really stepped up like we talked about. Who's going to be the next one to step up if you're Horace?
Fargo, Shanley, right-hand side, McNeely. Now we talked about who's going to step up. Shorma's been that. Hakim's pass is intercepted, and don't look now, the Hawks get a steal. Hawks looking to take the lead. With it on the right-hand side, jumps him interior. Hale goes up off the bottom of the rim, out of play, last touch by Fargo. Shanley. Deacons with 4 timeouts remaining. Horace has 3. The loser of this game season is done. The winner will play in a state qualifier against the loser of Red River and West Fargo at 12:45 on Saturday. Hale, jumper, can't get it to go. Rebound. And we're going to get a jump ball, and the arrow favors Fargo Shanley.
Great shot from Horace and great battle for the rebound. Just jump ball didn't go their way.
Right now you got Christofferson. She averages 7 points. And she's currently at 10 in the game. And Jaden Hale, Shanley's did a good job corralling her. She's just got 6 points, but she's been a big playmaker inside the paint as well. Jumper on the way by the 7th grader. Sievert's off the mark. Rebounded Christofferson. Lincoln in the front court. Donnelly left-hand side. As now guarding Donnelly in the front court is McNeely. Ball gets skipped right wing. Hawks with it on the baseline. Jelmstead interior to Hale as they work it around. Open this for the lead. Got it! The Hawks buried one for the left-hand side. Ava with the triple, and we have a timeout on the floor. Coming off the bench for the Horace Hawks is Ava Niewind. The 5'7" freshman hits a dandy of a time for her first 3 of the contest. Timeout Horace. We're back after this on our United Savings Credit Union scoreboard.
Bank of North Dakota wants you to be confident when it's time to make student loan decisions. Visit bnd.nd.gov/confident to calculate the maximum amount of student loan debt that is recommended based on your career choice. You can also learn how to apply for financial aid and get tips to cut education expenses. Visit bnd.nd.gov/confident today.
Well, good news from a Shanley point of view. Lincoln, Donnelly has none, but it seems like the Horace Hawks in the second half, Trevor, after she had 4 threes in the first half, they've changed up defenses, obviously, for Steve Jacobson. But the thing is, it's been some of these role players stepping up, and particularly coming off the bench here on the way for Niewind hitting the three-pointer and giving the Hawks a lead.
Exactly, and you feel the difference in tempo of them getting the ball in Lakin's hands earlier, and she's the one initiating this offense right now. Just a different feel. in general from what we've seen to start this half.
That might be a difference maker in what we kind of see for this squad, and that might be our RDK Enterprises precision play of the game if Horace can hang on to this one and take the win. Shanley the other way, jumper by McNeely's no good. Rebound comes down to the Hawks, and Horace wants to go with it in the front court. It's Jelmstead as she's going to get cut off. Gives it to Christopherson. This one triple on the way. Can't get it to go by Donnelly, and a board here for Fargo Shanley. Shorma in the front court. Stockmo posting up on the inside, gets the rock on the left block. She loses her balance, finds it to McNeely. Jumper, got it. Fortunate there for Stockmo to have McNeely close to you. We're knotted at 40 apiece.
How does Horace respond? How does Horace respond now?
Left-hand side, Hawks will handle it with Hale. This just has it. Feels like March on the second day with the weather and the play inside. Top of the key, Lincoln skips it around the horn. Christopherson, right pocket, can't get it to go. Rebound on the way here for Fargo Shanley and Sievert. Sievert asking for it in transition. The 7th grader, a little ankle cross, gets the paint, looking for her shot as they hunker down defensively. Hard inside, McNeely throws it up, almost got the English to go. Instead, it's going to be Lincoln with the rebound.
Kids playing a lot of confidence today. Fun to see from Bryn.
Lincoln, high post, Christopherson, jumper, rattles out, almost like a Plinko chip. Fargo Shanley, left-hand side, McNeely. I keep looking at the clock and you go up and down, and here comes another minute off, and possessions are so valuable right now. Yep. Inside, Sievert loses her balance, throws it up, and we're going to have almost a steal. Donnelly in transition, left-hand side with it. The Jelmstead, Donnelly, three-pointer. It was halfway down and out. Hale, putback gets fouled. And Jaden Hale will go to the free throw line as we have a foul here on Fargo Shanley. This will be on Schormer. That's just the Deacons' 3rd team foul of this half, but 2 free throws for Hale.
You can see it right now from both teams. Everybody's just a little more gassed. They're starting to get used to this longer court, and they're feeling it right now.
Jaden, free throw, got it. Horace Hawks in this free throw game. This is free throw attempt number 9 and free throw attempt number 10 here for the Horace Hawks. Jaden Hale, a 55% free throw shooter, so a lot of averages would say 1 of 2, but the way the momentum is going for Horace, you think this is going right between the iron here.
Got that right.
Hale, second right-handed toss is up, and it's good. The Hawks are 10 of 10 from the free throw line, while Fargo Shanley is 9 of 11. It's been turned. The Deacons made a lot of their points in the first half from the charity stripe. It's now West Fargo Horace doing that here in the second half.
You see Horace went to a little more small ball lineup. Coach Jacobson recognized that and puts Akeem right back up to the scorer's table.
Three-pointer here by the Deacons. Can't get it to go. Ball out of play. Last touch off of Shorma after the triple opportunity by Nora Roney. So Hakim will check into the game. You have Shorma also. Well, we're going to let Maggie Shorma take a quick breather here, and then I'm sure Steve Jacobson saying kind of like a pit stop. You got about 13 seconds, and you got to go back to the game. And here's a little bit of changes. Shorma comes out. Well, what does Coach Kyle Cummings do? He brings in his big in Jaden Hale.
Right back with my big. Another defensive change from Shanley.
Deacons, see if they try to trap right in front of us. As they do, this will be out of play, and it's going to go away. So it's not a little 1-3-1 trap there, and all of a sudden, Donnelly just kind of ran out of real estate.
Option number 6 of who knows how many Coach Jacobson has in his pocket this game. So
see if it results in points here for Fargo Shanley. Deacons, right-hand side, will handle it on the interior. Stockmo gets the shot up, can't get it to go. Rebound, though, on the way for Nora. Jumper off the front of the iron. Nora trying to stay with it. Stockmo is underneath, trying to rip the ball away. It's still loose. There's no jump, and the ball is going to get awarded to Horace. Seeley was trying to hand it off to a teammate. The ball was never possessed by both teams at the same time here, Trevor. So the refs do a really good job to allow the play to go, and then by the time Seeley threw the basketball, there's just no one near around her.
As a coach there, you're always wondering, where's the jump, but nobody ever had it, so.
A Hawks shot, no. Rebound, though, by Sunday. Stays with it. This for a triple on the way. Another one. Lilia Donnelly was able to hit the triple, her second one of the half, and the Hawks right now with their largest lead of the game at 5.
You know, we talked about that at halftime. Who is going to step up for Horace? Well, everybody has this half.
Sievert, front iron, no good. Rebound coming down to Bryn. On the interior to Hakim. It's still loose, and the Hawks now will go the other way with it. Lankin looking to go coast to coast. Spins, right-handed layup. Can't get it to go. Rebound for Stockmo, and the Fargo Shanley Deacons catch a break. Still a 2-possession game, but it's different in terms of it was Shanley that was up by 2-3 possessions late in the first half. Where can the Deacons go? Stockmo and Hakim are not on the same page, and you just feel like Shanley is starting to tighten up while Horace is starting to play a little bit more loose here. Still a lot of time, Trevor, but you just kind of feel like Horace has got one more run in him, and that might be enough to try to put Fargo Shanley to bed.
Exactly, especially the style that Shanley likes to play.
The Deacons and the Horace Hawks here in a win and you advance, lose and you go home game. Horace, one thing that has been a bugaboo of theirs has been just that, the turnover. Can the Deacons capitalize? No here by Roney. Rebound by Hakim. Kick out. Shorma left of the key. 3 on the way. Maggie's got another one. Shorma with her third 3 here of the half. And Shorma now has 13 points as well. United Savings Credit Union scoreboard will break with them here late in the first half.
The City of Hillsborough encourages customers to use electricity wisely through its Bright Energy Solutions rebate program. These rebates help customers save energy and money, improve their comfort, and protect the environment. You can get rebates on Energy Star appliances and lighting, as well as high-efficiency heat pumps and air conditioners. They even have rebates for home electric vehicle chargers. Business customers can receive rebates too. Call the City of Hillsborough for more information or visit brightenergysolutions.com.
You live life on the move. While you determine what direction that may be, we're here to help along the way. So go. Go with values. Go with friends. Go with support. Go with convenience.
Well, if this is any indication of what the next 3 games are supposed to be like, tomorrow's 4 games and then 6 games on Saturday, Trevor, we got a great front row seat here inside the Shield Center for EDC basketball.
This is game 104, and this is how we started. I can't wait for the rest of the night.
45-43 on your United Savings Credit Union scoreboard. Go to unitedsavingcu.org for more information. Hale, left-hand side, Lankin. Lankin with the basketball, gives it on the interior to Hale. Shorma trying to get the steal, and it goes off the right hip then of Lilia, and that's going to be a turnover here on the Hawks.
This is a big possession right now. Shanley gets a bucket. They have all the momentum back, but Horace needs to find a way to get a stop if they want to stay in this thing.
Nora will handle the basketball here at the top of the key. Left-hand side as this will go to Shayna. Roach looking backdoor after the timeout. They draw it up, the back pick, and it works to a charm. Nora with her first field goal of the evening.
Great call there from Coach.
Tied up at 45 apiece now with 4:50. Ball goes to Hale. Hale with it on the right baseline. Uses that pivot foot, able to bring it around to Christofferson. Christofferson, left-hand side to Lankin. Now to Lilia, back to Lankin. Lankin, three-pointer, gets the shot off the front iron. No rebound, Hale, and she gets fouled. Shorma's going to be the guilty party. That's going to be her third, and that'll be the team's 5th on the way, as going to the free throw line will be Hale to shoot 2.
Hale's having a phenomenal half, rebounding the ball right now.
Excuse me, 4th team foul, and Hale's been an impact player throughout the season here for the Hawks. Free throw attempt number 1. That's the first miss from the free throw line here this afternoon for the Hawks. Now 10 of 11 from the stripe. Free throw attempt number 2 on the way for Horace. Is up and good. And Trevor, how big was it? The technical foul with 4 right now. How big is that in that game where Hakim went 2 for 2 from the free throw line?
I was waiting for you to bring that back up again.
That's a large swing. It'd be a 3-point lead instead of just 1 right now for the Hawks. Left-hand side, this would be to Roach. Roach with the basketball here at the top of the key. Looking back door, trying to find it on the inside for Hakim. Hakim looking for the up and under. Spins, uses up that dribble. Right hand, three-pointer, Roney no. Shorma putback, 7-footer. Can't get that one to go, and a board to Christofferson. The Hawks now with Lankin in the front court. Lankin goes behind the back, inside looking for Hale, and there's a steal. Fargo Shanley now will handle it with Shayna Roach. Roach finds Hakim. Hakim down the paint off the window. Count it. Meziku Hakim with the end one.
Massive find there in transition.
13 points for Hakim and a nice dish on the way for Fargo Shanley. As the foul will come on the West Fargo Horace Hawks. That'll be their 5th team foul. As Horace right now awfully large at the free throw line here for Hakim. That one in and out, no good. Rebound, well, that's going to go to the Hawks. Right-hand side, Lankin. Donnelly, Lankin, high post touch, Christofferson. Christofferson will have a traveling violation. They're looking for the back cutter there for Megan, but nothing was granted, and there's a turnover here on Horace.
This change of defense from Shanley is really bothering Horace right now.
Where can the Fargo Shanley Deacons go? It's been Shorman in the second half a lot. You got to feel like she's got to get a post touch, but then here goes Hakim with an and one. Maybe a high-low game, instead they ring it around the horn to Roney. Nora right wing inside of Hakim. Hakim off the window. That one rattles in for 2. Meziku now with 15 points, and the Deacons are making a little run of their own. Coach Kyle Cummings wondering if he needed to take a timeout there. Hawks able to get it across the 10-second line. Hale asking for it on the inside. Hakim able to front. Ball goes to the right wing, left to the side down to Lankin. High post touch, Christofferson. Christofferson going hard down the paint, gets fouled, and Hakim will pick up the foul. That's going to be on Meziku. That one's going to be foul here on Fargo Shanley. That's her 4th, and that's a very big piece here with 2:50 left, picking up her 4th foul.
You got that right, holy.
Christofferson so far in the game with 10 points here for Horace. Free throw opportunity is up and good.
She's doing a great job of finding space in the middle of this zone and squaring up, staying confident with the ball.
Second free throw attempt on the way here for Jordan. Is up and good. Next season going to be a little different here for the EDC tournament with Class AA, A, and B. So it's just going to be a Metro League with the Fargo, West Fargo, and Grand Forks schools in AA. The likes of Wahpeton, Devils Lake, Valley City will play against the likes of Central Cass, Kindred, and company. So the last of what we see it right now is there's a scrum for it on the inside. The Hawks able to come up with it after a miss by Fargo Shanley. Where does Horace go? Lankin held scoreless in this second half, but she's been a facilitator. Christofferson lost it for a moment. It's still on the deck, and we might have a 2-point takedown. Well, it'll be possession. Stay with the Hawks. 2:17. What does Kyle Cummings call for a sideline opportunity here for the Hawks? Hale posts up on the inside, trying to rip it through, and then we're going to get a tie-up. Really good job by Nora Rodney because Hale had Shorma on her hip, and Nora came down and said, I got to help my big on the inside.
Great positioning by Hale, but great recovery by Shanley, too.
So Deacons now playing with a 1-point lead, and we'll get a timeout here for Steve Jacobson with 2:09 left to play in regulation. We'll break as well.
Your home for big-time racing is Red River Valley Speedway in West Fargo, and the 2023 season will be their biggest yet. 6 classes of weekly racing each Friday night beginning May 5th, plus World of All Out late models on June 28th, World of All Out sprint cars on August 26th, plus the Sanders Stock Car Challenge, 2-night Howie Schill NRA late model special, Big Iron Race, and much more on the schedule. Log on to RedRiverValleySpeedway.com for more information. Your home for big-time racing is Red River Valley Speedway in West Fargo.
49-48 Fargo Shanley over West Fargo Horace here on YourLiveEvent.com. If you're Kyle Cummings, do you change defensive philosophies here, Trevor, or do you go with what you've done the entire game, which is man-to-man, but you maybe hedge on someone a little bit more here in the half court with Fargo Shanley?
I think right here, since you know Shanley took a timeout to draw something up, you'd maybe look at changing something, but your man defense has been solid this entire half, so.
Good pressure defense here by Lankin to start things off. See what the play design is. So far, Shorma with 4 field goals in the half. You have Meziku Hakim. She's got 3. Those two are the 1-2 punch in this second half so far for the Deacons. Left-hand side, Aubrey Dew with 5 points, all in the first half of Kim. Looking high-low touch for Shorma. Shorma turnaround jumper, and well, she had a Kim going to the paint, and Shorma finishes with 2 points.
Great positioning, great find there from Shanley.
Shorma now with 15, and she's going to get the steal. Deacons up by 3, and they don't have to be in a hurry now. Left-hand side open is going to be Shayna Roach. Roach to Dew. Dew with the rock, looking for a teammate, and we'll have a timeout here with Coach Jacobson, and I think he just might have full timeouts left, and well, we'll take a quick 30 with them here on yourliveevent.com.
St. John Paul II Catholic Schools is a community inspiring excellence through faith, learning, and service. They have provided a faith-based learning environment for over 100 years in the Fargo-Moorhead area. At JP2 Catholic Schools, they form community leaders as they begin their journey of excellence, beginning with 3-year-old little deacons all the way through 12th grade deacons. The tradition of excellence continues at JP2 Catholic Schools. It is the Deacon Way. Good luck to all athletes from JP2 Catholic Schools.
Still to come, we'll get to our post-game show with our player of the game. Also, we'll get you set for Fargo North and Wahpeton. That game is scheduled for a 3:45 start, so pretty much right on schedule, barring, we say the dreaded words, overtime from a broadcaster's point of view. But for fans, hey, let's get some free basketball. But at the end of the day, Trevor, right now, Shanley again, you wonder if you get that high-low game with Shorma and a Kim one more time. It worked awfully well the last possession.
Exactly, and that's what you have to look at if you're Horace, of what you're going to change if they're going to continue to go to that.
Fargo Shanley currently up by 3 here on yourliveevent.com out of United Savings Credit Union scoreboard with 2 locations in Fargo, 1 in Dilworth and 1 in Detroit Lakes. For Fargo Shanley, left-hand side with Dew. Dew will handle it here, top of the key. Uses up that dribble, looks for a teammate, finds one at Kim with a shot clock now down to 5 seconds. Nora Roney, left wing Shorma. They isolate her. Shorma to the paint, to the rim, and she finishes for the 2 points. Have yourself a half. Shorma with 15 of her 17 points in the second half. Horace, they need a bucket now, but instead it's a steal. Nora Roney will bring it in the front court, and the Hawks start playing the foul game. They have 1 more to give before it's a 1-1. Shanley wants to go to the paint. Leave it left-hand side to Dew. Deacons, right wing. Kyle Cummings is asking for his team to foul. And now a lot of times coming off, and Lankin gets a steal. Lankin goes the other way. Horace will handle the basketball. Lankin to the paint, throws one up, and there's a foul. Good job by the 7th grader to get some contact and force the official to make a call one way or another, as Nora will pick up the foul here for Fargo Shanley.
And you look at it on the defensive end from Horace. Coach was screaming for the foul, but you get a steal, so about as good of a situation as you could get for Horace right now.
Donnelly, a 58% free throw shooter at the free throw line, misses the first. She's been held scoreless in the second half after hitting 4 3-pointers, and that's not to her fault. Steve Jacobson said, we don't want you to score in the second half. Howie kind of had that box and one, or pretty much a man D at particular times, but no help off of Lincoln.
Exactly. They did their job.
Donnelly, second free throw attempt, got it to go. So they go 1 of 2 from the free throw line. Lincoln now with 15 points. Deacon's able to break the press. They find a streak in Hakim. Hakim to the paint off the window for 2. Mezuku now with 17 points, and we have a timeout for Kyle Cummings. We'll keep it here with 30.9 seconds left to play in regulation. It's still a 2-possession games, but now for the Hawks, they can ill afford to have empty possessions as we finish the last 30.9 seconds. So if you're Horace, what are you drawing up in this second half, Trevor? Jordan Christopherson and Jaden Hale, they've been the 1-2 combination. Lankin's sister, Lilia, has hit 2 3-pointers when they've needed it at particular times as well. But where do you go if you're Coach Kyle Cummings here in the Horace Hawks?
Bigger thing right now is you got to get a quick shot off here, and you can't let Shanley's press slow you down. So that's what you got to be drawing up, is making sure we're getting by this press. But you pick the kid out there, and any one of them be a good shot, because aside from Lakin, everybody's points have come in this half, so everybody's feeling it right now. It's just who's going to find the shot, and are we going to get off quick enough to extend this game a little bit?
Fargo Shanley 0 for 2 in the second half from the free throw line, but 9 of 12 in the game. While for the West Fargo Horace Hawks, they've been shooting awfully efficient as well here from the free throw line, as Horace is 14 of 16 from the stripe, and they're 7 of 21 from beyond the arc, currently led by Lincoln with 15. The Deacons led by the 17 with Maggie Shorma. Shorma 17 and 6 right now. Lincoln with 15 and 7. So what do the Deacons come out in? It looks like man right off the bat here.
Probably not going to let little Donnelly catch the ball after she throws it in.
Shanley has to play smart to another foul, would put the Hawks to the 1-1. Lincoln had to work for it, but she did get the basketball. Lincoln, where does she go? Plays a pick. They go underneath the screen. Three-pointer off the mark, no, and that's one where you're trying to draw blank and give her an opportunity, and she went for the three as they went underneath the screen, and a good look, just unable to finish.
Exactly. You got the ball where you wanted it to.
Fargo Shanley will see a foul coming here with Jaden. Foul will be her third, team sixth. One thing for Horace, and we so used to saying it as this time of the year, is when a team does lose, Kim out of play. Well, Horace is saying we don't want to lose yet. We got to steal. As that, again, first year's varsity program and no seniors here, Trevor. So everyone's going to be coming back next season for the Hawks.
Everybody's just going to be that much better, too. That's the scary part with this team. And all that's experience right now is going to be huge for them going forward.
On a United Savings Credit Union scoreboard, Deacons up by 6.
The Benedictine Living Community in Ada is currently hiring for the following positions: Director of Nursing, full-time exempt position. CNA, full and part-time, need not be certified to apply, will train you. Resident Assistant, full-time assisted living position. An RN LPN charge nurse, full-time days and overnights. For more information, log on to blcada.org/jobs or call 218-784-5500. Consider a career with the Benedictine Living Community in Ada.
The West Fargo Horace Hawks down by 6 here on YourLiveEvent.com. It's been a nail-biter for both of these teams as neither team has led by double digits here today out in the West with 1 minute to play in the WDA quarterfinals. On the girls' side, it's the Bismarck Century Patriots 56, the Dickinson Midgets 32. And Century's been interesting with Logan Nisley going down with an injury earlier. I think she only played like 10, 11 games, I believe, this season. Take a look at some numbers. Still awfully good team, but, you know, Nisley, it kind of felt like that Lauren Ware kind of a player, or Lily Keplin for Century for so long.
Without a doubt.
Horace to inbound. Lincoln looking left-hand side. 17 seconds now, 16 seconds. Lincoln lost it for a moment, regains it to Sunday. Bounce pass on the interior. Hawks got to get a shot off and working her way through, but a little bit much of the Euro step with Jaden Hale as a turnover. And it looks like now the Deacons, once the Hawks have a Reggie Miller in them, are going to find a way to move on to the state qualifiers tomorrow, make that Saturday afternoon. Shanley has to get in before a 5 count, and Coach Jacobson wants a timeout. He had 1 timeout remaining. West Fargo Horace, they are currently at a timeout, so Horace doing a really good job guarding the baseline here, Trevor, on the full court pressure defense. Got a turnover and then a timeout here, so they're doing about as best as you can in a situation like this.
Doing all you can, and you hate to bring it up, but you're looking at that technical from early in the first half right now and wondering where we'd be at right now.
A technical again, if you're just joining us, Shanley started the play. Horace only had 4 players. They try to get a player to come on instead of finish. If she doesn't come on the court, then you're fine with 5-on-4. You can play, there's no technical. We've seen that in movies, we've seen that in stories before where you have injuries or whatever happens and you got to play with 4. But when a player came on, that forced a technical foul, and instead of a 6-point game, it would maybe be a 4-point game right now.
Correct.
So just little things, you're never sure of what you're going to see when you come to the office, so to speak, once you get to this time of the season. Fargo Shanley will handle the basketball in the backcourt. Hakim, and then we have a foul quickly, and Meziku looks to go to the free throw line. It might be Hale that picks up the foul. It is. That'll be her 4th, team 7. So Hakim goes to the free throw line. Her and alongside Shorma been the law firm today. 17 points each, combining for 34 here for the Deacons, as Fargo Shanley is looking to get to the state qualifier, and Hakim with 1 free throw here can really put it away. Free throw opportunity, got it. Fargo Shanley will improve to 15-9 on this season, while West Fargo Horace in their first varsity year as a program will go 8-16, but I think they're going to put a lot of people on notice again moving forward, and people knew that once the separation of the programs. Had a really good JV year 2 years ago. Hakim goes 2 for 2 from the free throw line. West Fargo Horace will bring in the front court here. Sunday leaves it. 3-pointer on the way is going to be short, and that'll do it On our United Savings Credit Union scoreboard, the Fargo Shanley Deacons win it 57-49. Fargo Shanley with the win is going to advance to the state qualifier coming up at 12:45 on Saturday, and they'll play the loser of West Fargo or the Grand Forks Red River Rough Riders. We'll take a quick break. We're back after this to take a look at the final numbers on your live event.
The Fargo South Bruin Booster Club is a proud supporter of all Fargo South activities. They're grateful for the current corporate sponsors, Gate City Bank, Craftwell, Midco, and First International Bank for their continued support. The mission of the Bruin Booster Club is to support students' ability to participate in all kinds of South High activities, while promoting school spirit, encouraging parent and community support for the Bruins. There's still time to become a member. Check them out on Facebook or search the Fargo South homepage for more information.
If you love Bison football like I do, you're gonna love this. The Bison credit card from First Western. People ask me all the time, how did you get that? Easy, I'm a fan.
Introducing the Bison Credit Card, featuring cashback rewards and no annual fee. Only available at First Western to all credit-approved Bison fans.
First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us.
The City of Hillsborough encourages customers to use electricity wisely through its Bright Energy Solutions rebate program. These rebates help customers save energy and money, improve their comfort, and protect the environment. You can get rebates on Energy Star appliances and lighting, as well as high-efficiency heat pumps and air conditioners. They even have rebates for home electric vehicle chargers. Business customers can receive rebates too. Call the City of Hillsborough for more information or visit brightenergysolutions.com.
As we come back now, join us on our post-game show. One of our Enbridge Energy players of the game, that is Maggie Shorma, able to finish with 17 points. You had Mezekua Kim with 19, finished off at the line, Maggie. And, West Fargo Horace, and you guys have played some scrappy games this season. You beat them the third time here to get to the state qualifier. But what was it like when you got down ever so briefly midway through the second half and saw your team make that run? What was it kind of feeling for you on the floor?
So it was feeling kind of frantic, but Coach called a timeout, and he told us that he believed in us, and I feel like that really pulled us together. And we just slowed it down on offense. We got a good couple shots with Mezekua down low and hit some threes, and we were good to go.
Talk about the high-low game in the second half with you and Mezekua. What was working on that?
I play summer basketball with her, so we kind of have like some good chemistry together. But I know where she goes and what she likes. She likes the right side a lot, so I know that she'll call for the ball when she wants it, and I'll give it to her where she wants it, and she just posts up and goes up strong.
Talk about the defense in the second half. Lincoln with 4 threes. She tied a season high in the first half with 4 triples. Finishes with 15 points, but she had only 1 point in the second half. What was the change from the first 18 minutes to the second 18 minutes?
So in the locker room, Coach Dilly, he made us go in like a box, and he had Nora Roney just face guard her, and she didn't get a couple shots off, and I feel like that worked really well for us, and we pulled it off in the end.
Final thing for you before we let you go. Next 48 hours now, you get to kind of take a deep breath, get ready to see who your opponent's going to be on Saturday, but what's the next 48 hours from a player point of view kind of like here?
Well, I just think about it all the time. I'm always ready to play, and it's just believing in your teammates and working together on the floor and coming together as one, instead of just 5 individuals.
Hey, Maggie, thanks so much for your time. We'll see you Saturday afternoon.
Thank you.
Maggie Shormer with us here for Fargo Shanley. We'll continue on our post-game show after this.
Go Promo is a brand-boosting, swag-selling, creative promo agency. We provide the highest quality screen printing, embroidery, and promotional products to organizations that want to build and strengthen their brand. Go Promo also provides custom pop-up stores to manage orders, payments, sizing, and more online. With locations in West Fargo, Bismarck, and Hope, we have you covered. Go to justgopromo.com or follow us on social media. That's justgopromo.com. Consider it branded.
Let's get to some of the particulars in this one on our post-game show. First, you heard from our Enbridge Energy player of the game, the 1-2 combination here for Fargo Shanley. That is Maggie Shorma and Mezekua Kim. Mezekua Kim finishes on the game with 19 points, 4 rebounds, 7 of 8 from the foul line, while the only other player in double digits was Shorma. 17 points, 6 rebounds, 3 steals, and she goes 3 of 8 from beyond the arc. Those two are Enbridge Energy players of the game. Life takes Enbridge Energy. Go online to enbridge.com for career opportunity as Kim and Sharma again combined for 36 points. Now to our RDK Enterprises feature precision, a play of the contest. Well, that's the free throw line for both teams. Shanley went 11 of 14 from the stripe, while Horace went 14 of 16. Mezakua Kim was able to put the game away at the very end of the contest as well with 2 free throws late. The free throw line for both are RDK Enterprises feature precision play of the contest. Get ready for the upcoming spring planting season with RDK Enterprises. From maintenance, parts, and upgraded options, they can help. Spring will be here before you know it. Let the folks at RDK Enterprises meet the challenge with you. Contact RDK Enterprises at planterdoc.com. Look at the final numbers in this one. Fargo Shanley, 25 points in the first half, 32 in the second. The Hawks with 21 points in the first half, 27 points in the second. Fargo Shanley individual numbers again. Hakim with 19, Sharma with 17, McNeely with 7, Dew with 5, 3 for Roach and 2 for Roney and Stockmo and Sievert. For the West Fargo Horace Hawks, Lincoln Donnelly with 15 points, 7 rebounds and 4 triples. 12 points for Jordan Christopherson with 5 boards. 9 points by Jaden Hale with 14 rebounds. You had the other Donnelly with 8 points, 3 points for Ava, and 2 by Sunday. The Horace Hawks finished the season at 8-16, while for the Fargo Shanley Deacons, they improved to 15-9. In about 20 minutes, we'll have the next game between Fargo North and Wahpeton as we get you ready for that contest. Again, your final on our United Savings Credit Union scoreboard. Deacons win it by 8 here on your liveevent.com.